PT coming at you with a quick reading for today. Today is Friday, December 16th, of which is my personal labeled feng shui day of future, hence the oracle cards, which is so fun. What is it called? In future, I'm gonna say what fortune telling readings are all about the future. So it's super fun to do it on this day. Extra fun, I should say. And so, but in addition to that theme of future, it's actually traditionally a feng shui day, or traditional feng shui area, I should say, of which it's labeled children and creativity. Excuse me. And it is the future day, of which I transitionally labeled it as whatever. If it doesn't make any sense, just go with it. I can't go into such depth today. It is what it is. I kind of have to keep it topical, and I have to keep it kind of short. So this reading is for 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and on. To tomorrow's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's after 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today up until tomorrow's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow is Saturday. All day it is the theme day of helpful people and travel. So that is super fun. Super fun. Extra fun. And honestly, I'm really loving these. I really am. I feel like I'm enjoying these readings like more and more each time that I do it. So thank you, Spirit, for all the messages coming through. It's like Spirit is ready. Yes. Amen. All right. Whew. All right. Let's breathe. So highest Yang card for today. Thank you. Highest Yin card for today. Oh, there's a popper. Oh, there is a popper. Yes. Okay. Super amazing. So the Yang card came out like a little more like quietly than it's supposed to. Be. So, or than it naturally is supposed to be acting. So you might not be feeling super, like you want to put yourself out there today, but if you're like doing it on social media, for instance, like that's a really good, like midway happy way to do it. Cause it's not like you're putting yourself out there, but it's like from the comfort of where you are at. So that's kind of, a really good thing to, I guess like utilize. So the Yin card for today, so today's themed is success. So it's very interesting. I feel like success in this aspect is also showing up as surprise, which is a good thing. So it's kind of like maybe whatever you imagined or manifested, or maybe like yesterday, whatever wasn't coming through, all of a sudden today there's like a little bit of a free flow to it. I'm also seeing joy. So there's just kind of like, if you have been feeling down a little bit, I feel like there's just a lot of little, hints to it's not always going to be that way. So it's going to be like temporary, in terms of whatever it is that you might be going through emotionally. You might be experiencing a little bit, since those holidays are coming around, there is a lull moment in like stopping work a little bit, or work slowing down, which might also take us away from the distraction of what we kind of liked as a distraction, which was work. So work being a distraction is what I'm trying to say. So we might feel a little weird to like be alone and be like in our quiet space and not really doing all that much, but just know that it's kind of like the feelings of the times right now, but I feel like you're going with your intuition, which is bringing you a lot of success. Also, anything that you've been doing habitually is bringing you great success. I feel like there's going to be, again, with that whole surprise aspect, I feel like whatever you've been imagining in a good way in terms of putting it out there, or like let's say you've been having like a creative block also, which you're like, okay, I really want to, like, okay, it's already like mid-December. I want to start, thinking about my 2023 goals. And like yesterday, for instance, you were like so thinking it's never going to come to you. You're like, oh my God, fuck a 2023 goal. Like, it's not even, I don't see it in the cards type of thing. Today might be a little bit of a, recovery of that. Thank you, Spirit, of where like you might not have seen it yesterday, but today it arrives, or you might not have seen it like, a week ago, in terms of like, if you put something out there into the universe and you wanted it that day, it might not have arrived that day, but today is the day that you're going to get it, like that type of thing. So it's weird. It's like whatever you've put out there for a long time, in terms of ease and flow, like you might not have gotten it that exact moment, but today's a day that I feel like maybe you've been more in a relaxed state of mind or relaxed being, and you've like had to work through a lot, which is like kind of surrendering and giving it up to the universe, to where you're in a more relaxed state. And I think it's where you are absolutely attracting a whole bunch of success on a whole bunch of different levels, for you to literally just receive what you imagined it to be, and or better. And yeah, just like really kind of feel like you're gonna get a lot of shit done, like a lot, like, and it's not even all about getting a lot of shit done, but like maybe also whatever you've been lacking in, you're going to be fulfilled in, right? And whatever you've been fulfilled in will just continuously keep on going, which, amen, that's amazing. So today it's very interesting for the yang. So that's for the yin card. That's kind of like interior or on a quiet level. You're like feeling like, okay, like manageable, like things, you can manage things today. You can reset things today. Like you have a little bit of a vision towards it, towards how you want to kind of create your life. Like that's what you're going to do today, There's that TikTok reel of, or like, I just actually blended the both of them. That's hilarious. There's that, it is a reel, right? At the same time, but there's either a TikTok or a reel where there's a guy that says, hey, you don't have to like ask for anybody's permission. You can just go out there and do it. And like, that's like, you can go out there and be weird and just do it. And it's like from the original scene, the original video was from like a man, like an elderly man, and which actually he looks like Virgo vibes, which is hilarious because the moon is in Virgo today. So that's so wild. Like he has like a long beard. He like literally looks like the Virgo card or the Hermit card in the tarot deck, which is kind of wild. So I just feel like that's what you're kind of going to be doing. Now, the Yang card, like I said, came out quiet. That's for tomorrow, helpful people in travel. And maybe somebody's quietly coming in, but the card that's coming in for tomorrow is it's up to you. So I feel like you might be doing a little bit of, you might be presented with some sort of opportunity through people or through travel, and or both, combination of both. Most times I love a combination of both, so it really could be a combination of both. You might be presented be presented this offer to actually make your life a way more beautiful. And really, I think Spirit is kind of giving it over to you, as if like it's really up to you, because I think you've been doing, like, I feel like it's a double gift, like a gift that you deserve, but also a gift that you get to literally use your intuition on, because you've been doing so well with your intuition. So I feel like it's either like you want it or you don't, what I'm saying? It's really kind of free willingly given over to you, whether if you want to do it. If you don't. Like, I don't think Spirit's judging you, or you might not even be judging yourself. I think you might be free from self-judgment when making this decision, put it that way. And it's kind of like, there won't be any FOMO around it. There won't be any like, there won't be any regrets around it. It's just going to kind of be like, it is up to me, where it's like you're taking your control back. You feel in control. You get to kind of make the decisions coinciding with with spirit. And yeah, and so basically, like, that's gonna be, you're gonna you're gonna be willing to figure out whether something is for the right of you and or not for you. And I don't know what's coming through, but it's like, it's so weird. I feel like it's attached to an abundant type of mindset, where a lot of people want to reach a goal of them being able to say no to things, right? Like, where it's like you're making enough money to say no to things that, like, really kind of, they can make you money, but you don't actually want to do them. So it's like, I feel like it's connected to that. It's like kind of a pretty, like, it could be a golden opportunity, but like, you have to see if it actually works with the vision that you want it to be. So again, it is up to you whether or not you take it or not. And I feel like that's completely tied into the abundant mindset, which is beautiful, because we have the card of success today, which is means that success is like an abundance card, right? So going with the flow into tomorrow, I feel like, working with an abundant mindset, it actually means a lot that you get to say no. Now, what's an incredible thing to me is if you can work out of your integrity, even before you gain the dreamy, like, aspect of however much you want to bring in as an income, and or however much money you want to attract into your life, regularly speaking, or, for a certain something. Like, I just feel like, what I feel about this is, I actually just lost my train of thought, but I don't know where that went, honestly. It just went up to the ethers, I think. I do need water. I think that's where, hold on one second. Let me just, cause I'm literally doing this from, a more relaxed state of, hold on one second. Sorry guys. I'm doing it from a relaxed state of, not only mind, but like, just, I guess, like a setting. So I wasn't like all too prepared, but now I forgot. I needed, and thank you, Spirit. I think I might create a kit. Excuse me. Okay. In terms of all that I need for a reading, just to kind of set it up and go. So, what I wanted to say here was, I don't know. I think it's just about, that's what I was saying, is that I feel as if, really good self-training is to be able to say no to different things of which are not in alignment with your integrity, whether or not you are able to or not. Like, whether or not it's financially sound or not. I feel like it's a very good idea for you to start saying no to the things. Hey, it's been a while, huh? I feel like it's a very important thing for you guys to start, like, figuring out basically what is in alignment with you and what isn't, in terms of integrity and authenticity. First and foremost, before the money even actually is shown, or even when the money is presented. Like, that's a very big deal to your success in general, but also it being up to you, right? So, and not only that, but combining all of that with what is in your right now. So I feel as if that's a really good thing to work on, like, in terms of like a muscle to create, so that you can only start to attract only what is in alignment with you, what is authentic to you, and what is completely abundant to, where you want your life to be heading. Because I feel a lot of people kind of wait for the money to come for them to kind of, quote unquote, plan out what it is. But it's very interesting, because, like, it is scary to do that ahead of time, to be able to say no to different things that are not in alignment with you. Like, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of patience at the same time, and also a lot of believing. But I'm telling you, if you were to just do that, and and some people can be like, "Yo, T, I don't know what you're like. You're out of your mind. Like, how can you be doing that?" And it's like, yeah, but it's weird because life is so beautiful that it will find a way for you to manage somehow. You know what I'm saying? And it might not look the greatest, maybe on the outside looking in, but if you know what you know to like if you know what you know to be true, and you know that you're following your own type of GPS guidance, then there's nothing that is not going to be available to you in terms of abundance. That's how I feel. um Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I just got your comment. I don't know if you're I don't think you're, cuz obviously you're at jury duty, so I'm guessing that you popped in and popped off. Hopped in and hopped off, whatever it is. But yeah, thank you for doing that even if you're at jury duty. I really appreciate the pop in, saying hi. And also I appreciate the synchronicity of you thinking of me. That's so beautiful. So the interior and the midway happy way card to this is get more information. So, also I feel like this has a lot to do with Archangel Metatron, like maybe even doubly so. I feel like, the get more information actually might come through helpful people in travel and those that have the resources. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think people are like so used to like, oh, hopping on the bandwagon when like, an opportunity shows up, and you're going to say, like yes to it all the time because, everybody needs money and da da da, and the more money, I'm going to say the merrier. Not more, not absolutely not more money, more problems. That is not true. But at the same time, some guy I remember on TikTok, I think, said like he posted something which I was like laughing at. I was like, he's like, let me have the fucking 99 problems as long as I have the money. I don't give a fuck. Like, that was, it was a rapper dude. And I was like, yo, that's so true though. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, I'll handle the fucking problems as long as you have the money flowing in. It doesn't even fucking matter. Because a lot of people are kind of scared of both. Like, a lot of people are scared of having money and mismanaging it, or not, maybe losing it, whatever. There's so much fear around money. And then there's like, which I ask the God to take from fucking everybody and transmute it into the highest and best abundance that we need, so we can slow our fucking roll and do this life a little bit R&B style. That's been a theme as of late, like a yang theme as of late, where it's like everybody, and here's why, because we're in Sagittarius season. Oh my god, there's like so many things fucking just clicking, is all truth, nothing but the truth, right? Which is all love, nothing but love. If you're not doing that, like on a high vibrational level, if you're not delivering it, you're really fucking yourself up, and you're fucking the flow up, and you are not really helping yourself out. So what I was saying about R&B is like, Sagittarius season is spitfire, quick, it's fire energy, it's go, it's like blasting, right? But here's the thing, we need to balance that out, because Sagittarius season is all about temperance too, which is balance. So if the natural element of it is to just, fire, like it's strong, it's like coming at you, like it's very potent, then we need to simmer it down a little bit with an R&B. Oh my god, that's so funny. Maybe somebody's getting an RV. R&B vibe, of which is just chill out and just fucking mellow out, and literally like have patience, right? Have patience while you're balancing out, have temperance. I actually love this vibe because it's like, it's all about, like the card that I was getting to is like take action. But like, and that's for this reading as well, in terms of, I mean, that's meant for this reading, I was gonna say as of right now, and for this reading kind of first and foremost, only. But so the whole thing is, yeah, this season is all about take action, but also you do have to, simmer down, you have to temper yourself, you have to balance yourself out, because it's kind of like, a stop and go type of element. But instead of like stop and go, it's like you're allowed to go, but you're also allowed to like go, like, so let's say we're thinking about the traffic colors, right? The traffic light colors like red, yellow, and green. So you can be all fired up in terms of boundaries about the red, which is hell no. And then you can get Spitfire, like, which is really interesting because the green, it's like the opposite energies, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to just say the healing Spitfire energy, because green is healing, and from the heart, actually, which is true. So the green is like the heart chakra, where it's like you're just going with your heart. You're just like gonna fucking go, and you're just gonna spitfire your way into it. But really, the midway happy way is yellow, which is, it's the sun, it's health, it's, wealth, in terms of it's part of wealth. And it's golden, right? So you just kind of maybe either want to be in the spotlight and just chill out, because like, if you're like, let's say, like, an idea is for you to be in the spotlight, but also sing R&B songs. Like, I might actually take that up for myself. I think that's a really great idea. And I so resonate with R&B music. I love R&B. And so the whole yellow light here, the whole midway happy way, and again, yellow is joy. So I mentioned that before. And honestly, Sagittarius season all is about optimism, optimisticism. So it's like you're going to get that sunlight type of energy through your own self, like that golden, sun energy, being at the top, like, just really celebrating and embracing, how far you've come, really. And like where you're at right now, and just kind of doing your best to literally just enjoy that, I like the yellow concept being an enjoyment rather than joy, because joy sometimes is like there's super pressure on being joyful. But if you're just enjoying the moment, like, that's content, like, that's enough, So I like enough enjoyment. I'm going to blend the two. Enough enjoyment. That's really beautiful. So the midway happy way card here, I don't think I keep going back to it, but I'm not mentioning it, is get more information, which is, I think, you just going slow, a little bit slower paced, so that you can get the information, you can get the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think in due timing and or slower timing than you're expecting things to come out of. Like, let's say you're like, again, like I said, you want things done today. You want to have something today. You believe, and you're abundant. You're of an abundant type of mindset. And so you're like, what the fuck is a holdup? Like, I can have that today. Like, there's nothing holding you back, right? But Spirit knows what's going to bring you the most genuine and truthful enough enjoyment into your life, along with receiving what it is that you want immediately. So if it's not today, it's because you're supposed to have it another day or at another time that's going to bring you enough enjoyment and contentment to kind of last you a longer amount of time, in terms of long-term enjoyment and enoughness. Like, it's not gonna be short-term happiness. It's gonna definitely be for your short-term and your long-term. Like, it's not just solely short-term, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, Spirit's gonna feed you a little bit more information in terms of, like, what it is. And I feel like this is like a perfect bridge. Like there's success going on the inside of you, which is like you're operating out of like alpha abundant mindset. Amen to that. I just put those two and two together, and you're damn right, that is exactly what I'm operating out of all the fucking time. And so the alpha abundant mindset is a success to where, you actually know how to use those energies, and you will get the more information that, and that'll come from anywhere. That'll come from meditation. That'll come from, movies. It'll come from whatever the fuck have you. You know what I'm saying? It'll come from different signs that, end up popping out of your day and or giving you the inspo to run with. You know what I'm saying? To take action with. So, yeah, so just be in your yellow where you know where you're going, you know you're going to take action on something, but also I feel like information is being sent down to you in terms of where to take action. I think that's the best way to put it. And so you're going to allocate your energy and your resources and your enough enjoyment towards that so that you can, prolong your happiness in the here and now, but also for a very long time, which is a part of your wealth, by the way, too. So, yeah, so blend success, get more information, then take action, and it's up to you. And I feel like here's the thing, where it's up to you too, you also get to figure out who you want to give your, who you want your vibes to basically be given out to, or who you want to mingle with in terms of your vibes. Like, I feel like vibes is another thing, like where it's not just money, it's money and vibes. So it's kind of like if you're only getting one and you're content with that, fine, go ahead. If you're only getting the other and you're content with that, fine, go ahead. But if you're waiting for both, then it's up to you to decide, you know what, I'm gonna slow my fucking roll, I'm gonna have some patience, and I'm gonna wait for both. You know what I'm saying? Because if it is up to you, then you want the highest and best thing for you. Even if you may never have seen it in your reality, you can see it in your imagination, and that's what you follow. That's what you know to be true to you in terms of creating your own creative type of life that you want, no matter what anybody else says, and sticking to that as a boundary, right? And sticking to it for a very long time if need be, just for you to receive what it is you need to receive, knowing that you're going to be happy with receiving it right in that moment, but also it's going to be a prolonged happiness. So, it's short-term happiness along with more long-term. It's never just short-term in terms of what you are, what you are needing to receive is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, so just keep that in mind. It's always a blend of short-term and long-term. It's never just short-term. You never want to go with that because that's bullshit. And it's not that it's bullshit. Sometimes, even, I'm not going to say that it's bullshit. I'm going to say sometimes if we're in a naturally low vibrational state, like I'm thinking about ice cream, right? Ice cream, it's like, of course, like ice cream is really beautiful for the short term, like by if you're not feeling naturally in a good state, like it's okay to take a little bit of ice cream to like make you happy, right? So I think what I'm trying to say here is, if you're gonna go short term, just don't overdo it. Don't eat like a pint of fucking ice cream, like a pint. Yeah, that came out right. Okay, a pint of ice cream, like, or actually, what is it, half gallon? Whatever. I meant to say, because I like my pints, my Ben and Jerry pint. But like my whole thing is like, if you are a person that like normally would go after a fucking a half gallon of ice cream and eat that shit in one sitting, obviously that's not good. That's not a good short-term go after. But if you're feeling type of down naturally, which, we might be feeling with just holidays in general, allow yourself to have your short-term happiness, but with definite type of balance, which is like a little bit. And you'll see that in this season especially, a little bit goes such a long way. So like, have a little ice cream, like have mini of everything, and you'll see that like just by that it will like, you'll be treating yourself, you'll be sweetening your life, and you won't be doing such fucking damage to yourself in terms of like gaining so much fucking weight and adding all those calories and then having to fucking lose them again. It's like, just go, if you're gonna go the short term, balance it out with, just go with small portions. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. And don't overdo it just because Sagittarius is all about balance. It is all about, what am I trying to say here, Spirit? It's like, it's balance, but it's enoughness. It's like you don't, it's manageable, right? It's manageable is what I'm trying to say. Um, but also, okay, what I'm seeing is it's quality, which is not what I wanted to say, but absolutely wanted to say that it's about quality, but it and not more so about quantity. Amen. And that also is something to always go with in terms of your short term and long term, for sure. And even if you're sticking to short term, like, again, like, Ben and Jerry's ice cream, it's for me, like, I know that I don't really feel like ice cream a lot of times, but if I feel like ice cream and I feel like my certain flavor that I love, like, I'm gonna go out and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you're just gonna spend those extra dollars because nothing else can hit the spot like that, right? So that's the whole thing about quality. It's like you just have to, and that's another thing about Sagittarius quality is you have to aim and fire your shot like at the accuracy that you want. So there's nothing less that you need to come out with um, in terms of like, it's kind of like when sometimes, like, if you think about pizza, right? Pizza can come in different qualities. Like, there's pizza that sometimes you're in the mood for, like, really greasy and not shitty, but, like, just like commercial pizza. Like, you're in the mood for that. So it's like, go get your commercial pizza. But, like, if you're in the mood for fucking commercial pizza and somebody gives you regular pizza, it's like you're still grateful, but, like, you really, what would hit the spot? And also, thank you, Spirit, it's about hitting the spot. It's like hitting this, let it hit the spot. So a little will hit the spot and go a long way. And so you're going to be grateful for, the real pizza that you get or the healthier pizza that you get. But really what would hit the spot is the greasy, like, commercialized pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. So I think that's the best way to put it. I'm always grateful for all types of pizza, but yeah, lately I have been really craving, just the commercialized pizza. So, and that's what I'm getting today, and that's what I'm gonna go eat right now. So, because that is a part of my success today, for sure, in a very small and big way. So, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. That was a confirmation, that loud noise. Yay! And stay golden. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.